Hello and welcome back to Game Dev Review with me, the Pied Piper. Alright, we're going to be playing another game. We're going to be playing Notebook Platformer, which I saw on the Reddit r/PlayMyGame. I'm like, that looks pretty cool because it reminds me of Line Rider, which I was obsessed with Line Rider back in like 2006. So I was like, this looks cool. So it's got like vibes like that. So we're just going to go through this real quick. So stream agenda, expectation, everything like that. Allison, hello, welcome on in. You'll get honest canned feedback, suggestions to make your game better, speedrun perspective, a fair attempt, my perspective on gaming, and access to this video and the review toolkit indefinitely. What I expect from you is patience, humility, and non-combativeness. I'm trying to help you, so help me help you, help me. I'm trying to give you suggestions, so please don't try and argue. Please keep communication channels, so however we're communicating, please don't block me or stop communicating, otherwise I won't play your game. And if I have any issues, please help with the tech assist. We look at all games in 4 categories. Those are genre, art, gameplay, and speedrun ability. So in genre, we're looking at core mechanics, player role, objectives, progression, how it feels, and seeing if you're actually breaking out of not just recreating something else in the genre, but actually having some innovation within it. For art, we're looking at your style consistency. The entire idea of art is how does it feel, how does it look, how does it sound even, does it build the full world, does it have the emotional impact, and if I took a screenshot of your game and put it somewhere else, would we know immediately that it is your game? Gameplay core loop, this is where we're mostly going to be seeing while playing live what it feels like, how it interacts, how we're actually doing everything, how the controls work, everything like that. And then we do speedrun ability. So with my perspective on speedrun, I'll let you know if I think your game can be speedrun and what that would look like. This is the video game review toolkit. So we take those categories, break them down into 16 individual rateable items, and then we give you a score at the end with notes. So we already played Null Path today. Now what we are playing is Notebook Platformer. I forgot to update this. Whoops-a-daisy. So what makes a great platformer? Tight and responsive controls, fun and interesting level design, meaningful challenges, variety and innovation, flow and momentum. I stand by that you should be able to take any level within your platformer, just be able to go right through it really quickly, and it should feel good to play. Visuals, they need to be clear, concise, we should have easy readability, and then we should have some iconic enemies and players. Things that stick out, and then just general identity and charm make a great platformer where you immediately know what it is and you enjoy it for what it is. So flagship of platformers is Super Mario Bros. I have 6 ran 6 different Mario speedrun categories. I've played 17 of the main titles. I have 500 hours between just Super Mario Maker 1 and 2 alone, and I've played 36 ROM hacks and beat 21 of them with all exits. So lots and lots of experience, and then here's our schedule. We're currently booked out basically all the way through November. We have 1 slot that I think is going to get filled today. So then we'll be moving on to December for all that. So what are we playing? We are playing Notebook Platformer. Where did it just run off to? I had the file. We did download the Windows version so we could play it locally. What the heck? Alright, we're just gonna re-extract this, I guess. Oh. It told me where it was. I'm just like not seeing. Oh, weird. Hello, game? Game? There it goes. I do not think that this is control. Yeah, it does not. So, alright. We're gonna have to play keyboard and mouse. Adjust this. The last game had a weird aspect ratio, so adjust this one. Regular aspect. No. And there we go. Sweet. Sweet. So for those that don't know what Line Rider is, you basically were playing like on a notebook and then you got like a little sled guy. So that's what this reminded me of. So it's basically based into that same idea where we're a stick man, we're fighting for our paper world, overcome great challenges, complete the notebooks. Controls are WASD. Always remember press C to interact with objects with a green arrow above them. You can also use those. Okay. You should ask Allison about... What's the craziness in your neighborhood, Allison? Alright, so this is our guy. Okay. It's supposed to be a sofa. Okay. I think that space should be jump. Also, these should just auto-close. Like that, I have to close them. It's a little crazy. Push E to go through it. Okay. Game is a lot louder than you? Okay. Yeah, it felt loud. There we go. That should be better. Alright. Alright, we died. It's a little weird. Danger, touch this stuff, and you lose. It's a little weird. Like, because it looks like I'm, like, standing on this line, not on the numbers, so it feels weird that I'd fall there, and then it also feels like I'm dying early. It's like I haven't made it all the way down there. Yeah, I definitely need some, like, interaction a bit. I'd, like, put these in boxes or something to make it visually make sense. So we can... Okay. This is a fairy. Okay. Hello! I am the exposition fairy. Funny. I know a lot of questions at this point. Who are you? Why you are here? What is this beautiful flying maiden doing in my notebook, etc.? Guarantee that after reading everything in this textbook, you'll have no more questions. Or just skip it by pushing X. Remember, if you do that, you'll have to read through all this again. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mind repeating myself, but it might get boring for you, hearing the same thing over and over again. I know you're a patient person, but I always use to me, and then you'll tell me more about the stuff. Don't forget to press C to observe things. You don't, you might miss a lot of important info. I feel like you should probably just make it where... when you're over things, the text box hops up, in general. You know what I mean? That way it's like, okay. Or maybe write in, maybe cursive or something? Oh, that's interesting how those slopes work. Red kills me? Okay. Yeah, hitboxes are a little big. Oh my lord. So Friday night, a man was plowing down mailbox and power boxes up and down my street. Oof. I live near a cul-de-sac, and he spun out and then ran through 4 yards, my yard, and then ended up running into my neighbor's garage sideways. No idea what happened, but he was able to walk out of the car, get an ambulance, and get his stuff out of his car, and then be... That's insane. It feels weird that that's space and not C, because that's like your normal one. That's insane, dude. Yeah, sorry. Am I... What? Was that supposed to happen? I, like, fell in there. That was weird. Right? Am I stuck in here? They can't remove the car from being embedded because the oh, wow. I don't want to read all these things. And I don't want to open them. I can't talk to this guy? Wait, that says library's closed. We lost all the books. So we gotta like go find. A severed sad deer head. is that really necessary to say that? So we can't talk to this guy? Oh, apparently there's death over there? Is that a required death? So that way we can, like, actually get out of here? No, how do I... What? I'm confused on what to do. Oh, space. I suggest you turn back the way you came if you can with all this dripping red goo. Unsafe. Wait, you don't know about the red goo invasion? Well, if the fairy hasn't told you about it yet, you'll get to know soon enough. Just avoid coming into contact with the red stuff as much as you can for now. Okay. I didn't realize that there was space. Three easy steps. Run towards a wall, hold the direction keys to stay against, and as you keep trying to walk into the wall, push up to jump, press again, you'll jump higher. Oh, okay. There's like a weird wall jump thing. It's so insane. Yeah, dude, absolutely crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry that that happened, dude. I remember a couple years ago, like, in our neighborhood growing up, a couple years ago, like 20 years ago at this point, this like dude like was on like similar experience. He like was on a high-speed chase with the police and then like ended up like in our neighborhood and like crashed his car into somebody's house. And then they like got out of their car and then they just started like jumping through like people's like backyards and stuff. I don't have the patience to read that much. So, yeah, absolutely. It freaks me out when cars run into buildings. Yeah, that's valid. There's a restaurant in Boulder that had somebody drive through it, and it was like, it was a BJ's. And so the running gag, which is like a Yard House or whatever for those, like, you know, your regular, like, American, like, burger bar place. And the running gag for years after it was that, that BJ's was the only BJ's in the world that was briefly a drive-through. Because it happened after hours, nobody got hurt, you know, so you can make jokes about it. Okay, what the heck? Guy plowed into 7-Eleven on my college campus? My god. Don't like living on the first floor of buildings, honestly. I mean, that's valid. I don't either, because it just like you kind of like miss the privacy. I also like living above. I like where I live now because there's a business below me, so it's like I don't care about being loud, and then you know what I mean. So like there's like some safety and like not having to like be a rude upstairs neighbor. You know what I mean? So that's like kind of nice. But then also I'm not on the first floor, you know what I mean? That should be push any button, not just space. While I saw him by the time he hit my mailbox and the power box exploded, then he disappeared. I was scared because people walk along and like, oof. Yeah, dude, very valid. Absolutely terrifying. I'm really sorry that that happened. I remember there was like people like drifting out in street racing one year on our street. And my mom got like really mad. Why is this like this? That was insane. Okay, apparently that's death right there. Look, a sign, a really big one. Instructs you to take short jumps in the upcoming challenge. You can do that by pushing up for a shorter duration. I don't care. Alright, cool. If you have to tell me what to do or what something is, it means that, like... It's, Really? You remember, like, as a kid, when, like, we were writing, and your teacher was always like, hey, show, don't tell? Same thing with... Oh? Oh? Oh. Oh? Oh. Open for secrets. Oh? 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 Oh. I was hoping for secrets. Oops, I was trying to get over there to that weird green thing. Oh god. I don't really like the sounds it makes when you die. Howdy once again. I don't have the patience to read that. Jesus. I do not have the patience to read that much. Sorry. Platformers are not reading games in my brain. This is wild. Looks like a really powerful portal. Push E into it. I think you have like humor in here, and like at first I was into it, but somehow I've just like lost. Like there's been more. I feel like there's been more reading than playing at this point. Like it's a platformer. Like, think of, like, how much reading there is in, like, Mario or even, like, Celeste. Like, it needs to be in a, quicker amount. Oh, thank you. What is that clip of? Oh, crap. Oh, I didn't. Is my death count maxed out at 30? Oh, no. I just felt like it had been the same number for a while, but maybe not. Okay. I was trying to do weird stuff. Alright. What did that say? I started reading this notebook. Mass of photon equals 0, photon equals 8. I don't know. Is this all true, you think? The double slit experiment. I don't know what that means. Sounds familiar. This is what my notebooks look like, actively. Was this death? Oh god. See what I mean? Like, why is this here? For jokes? Is this death? Okay, so that was death. So where am I going? See, like, this makes sense because you added the lines and stuff. Oh, okay. Gurgle, gurgle. Oh, hello there. I'm your helpful floor slime, green apple flavored, but don't eat me, I'm toxic. Protect you from red ink. Okay. Boredom is my weapon. I am the devil of lethargy. Makes sense. Easy route for amateurs, only on beta users. Hard route for the true pros. Why put it? That seems weird. Oof. These wall jumps are hard. Is this gonna be forced eventually? Is that what that means? Looks like... Yeah, I can see that. Oof. No, you're right. It's probably what it was. Then, like, you panic when the teacher looks. You're like, it's a face! Oh yeah, no, it's super dirty. Oh, man. I'm not a keyboard and mouse player, especially not for, platformers, so this is not my strength. Oh, no. Ugh. Do you have to do that load that way? It feels unnecessary. I feel like you should have a quick respawn. I think that'd help greatly. Also, like, how big is our hitbox? Some of these lines are, like, so small, and it's like... There we go. Hope you like wall jumps. The red beast is no joke. Oh, jeez. I don't think... Oh, goodness gracious. I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to, stop there. How far up does this take us? Oh, all the way. There, we'll... I want it to be checkpointed here. Oh, no. What is this green box? Why does it exist? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay. Oh god. I feel like maybe if, like, the fact that you have to... I guess you kind of slide down compared to not. I was trying to, like, figure out... Because, like, I'm like, there's something weird about this wall jump that I don't love. I also do think it's largely because I'm on keyboard, which we never use. Door was interesting. Whoa, there's a lot going on here. So much going on. And so much of it, like, irrelevant, right? Optics. A clock. Like, why is that necessary? Because that's part of the reason why I'm like, I just don't care about checking anything, because it'll be like, here's a clock. It's like, yeah, I can tell it's a clock. Why does that need to be labeled? You know what I mean? How do I see this thing above it? Spewing blue light. Dude, why'd I spend time with that? A light switch. Alright, what are we doing? Green makes us safe. A plant. Wow. What a way to die. Ophthalmology. Why am I not jumping on that slope? I'm pushing up. I feel like you guys can hear it. How far can you see? Not very. Why I got glasses? There's something weird about jumping on slopes, and I don't think it's intentional. I think it needs to get looked at. It's a little weird. Oh, that was on me. I jumped out of the green that protects me from the red. When we fall and we just look like this, it's very funny. Alright, you gotta like jump first. I like those chandeliers. It's pretty cool. Why not just have you wall jump this? Oh, goodness. There we go. Posture check. Don't spawn me into immediate death. Danger, high voltage. A trickle of coolant water leaks from the ceiling. You feel safe here. You feel cool. This guy's cool. Hello. I'm just another war worker here. Well, was. The nuclear reactor below here is going to explode any minute now. Okay. Assign this as danger and stop. See, like, why is that necessary? Seems odd. Don't spawn me on death points. Okay. Invisible wall? Invisible wall. Not a fan. Alright. Night. Oh. Hold left. Did I actually hit that? Safe zone. Okay, so what are we doing here? It's like really hard to tell. Like, I don't know exactly what I can or cannot do down there. Nice. And there's like no way to fall. So it's like, right? Is this not red? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Assign clap. Can we climb the ladders? No. Oh. Invisible Man opens his mouth once again. Interesting. Gotta put some... Oh, yeah. Good move. An arrow. Why? Go, 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 go. Alright. Oh, my. E? I was pushing R. The end. Oh, wow, that was super quick. The end does have now. Okay. Yeah. That's good. I got a certification exam tomorrow that I gotta study for, so. Notebook. Platformer. Alright. Notebook. Platformer. My notes are starting right now. Or ads. Art style I think, right, this is unique. I think it's very consistency is the hard part. So I think art style is really good. I think like the art style is a really good idea. I think it's instantly recognizable. So I think you got like 5 on that, but when it comes to consistency, it's a little hard to tell. You know what? I'm gonna give you 4 on that one, but readability and functionality, I'm gonna give you like, because the consistency is weird too, because the characters are like pixel art, those signs are a little weird, like the consistency is a little odd. So it like, I'll give you, that's like where, like, yeah, I think it's unique, instantly recognizable. It's just missing consistency. Readability, functionality, I'll give a 3. It's mostly readable, occasional clarity issues, especially in like some of those color sections. Yeah, I think your atmosphere, like, you have it, like, in there with your tone. It's very good. And then when it comes to technical execution, I would say, like, it's confident. There's just some polish missing within it. Maybe we have, like, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. 100%. Yeah, that's a valid point. Yeah, it's got, like, that same vibe. Yeah, that, like, doodle draw, like, the, like, transition scenes and stuff, and, like, those books. I definitely see that. That's great. Yeah. I think it's functional and makes sense. Controls are adequate. I definitely work on controller support if possible. There's something weird about, like, some of the physics, especially with, like, the wall jumps that get a little weird. And I unfortunately just don't know exactly what it is. That, like, I find it a little strange. So I definitely a whole thing. Challenge and balance, I think it's generally fair. I think, like, yeah, I think it's pretty good. But then, like, challenge into it, right? So then it's like, how's the challenge increase? I think it stayed at, like, the same level. You know what I mean? Like, it was very much like, I never really, like, had to do anything crazier per se. Most issues I had were, like, I guess the one part was when you're like, this is the hard path, but then it was like, so, like, it ramped there for, like, platforming, and then immediately, like, kind of scaled down, because, like, it wasn't too hard in, like, that last part. So it definitely just, like, needs a little bit more of, like, work on that ramping up a little bit. And then, like, there's some variety. When it comes to platforming, I think it, like, loosely defines. I think that you're, like, have your own uniqueness into it, that, like, it edges on being outside of that, like, core mechanic into, like, more like that story kind of game with, like, some gameplay in between, you know, and there's, like, positives and negatives to that. I think immediately, like, objectives were mostly clear, right? You're, like, finishing the notebook, collecting books, maybe. You had, like, some characters in there, and then I think you as, like, the dude, like, you are you, right? It's very much like, you are playing your drawing self. Like, I feel like that's very clear. Progression doesn't exist, really. Hello, welcome back. We beat the game. I don't know if you saw that. At least what's out right now. Right now, there's really no progression system at all. Because I think the double jump's there in general. Yeah, it's a very quick game. If I had known, I probably would have added another one. But it ends up working out. It gives me some more time to study for my cert tomorrow. I would say when we think of, like, progression, if we think of, like, Celeste, it's like you get new abilities. If you think of Mario, you get, like, new items, and this game didn't have any type of progression. I think maybe you can do some abilities, some stuff to grow into it. I will say, like, right, we're in a beta, so it's very short, so that's fine. And then I think, yeah, when it comes to, like, atmosphere for what it was and, like, tone of a platformer, I think you're mostly there. I will say, like, you kind of, like, look at the levels, and they don't always necessarily feel like platformers. I feel like the one that did was, like, the one that you had to, like, jump through the cave with, like, the little guys with the little platforms they had to jump through. Outside of that, it's kind of like, it kind of feels almost like, the tone, right, feels almost exploratory of you, like, exploring a notebook, more than it's like, here's a clear challenge. There's some basic games out there that, like, you can definitely animate it a little bit. I get that it's, like, all supposed to be doodle, but it's like, I think it's a little weird with, like, your pixel art characters, but I think that there's ways to, like, make things animate into it, like, even, like, Flowey from Undertale, like, those kind of vibes, you know. For speedrun stuff, yeah, definitely, like, some solid tech when it comes to movement. I didn't see any RNG, so it'll be good. I can see some tech when it comes to, like, glitches, skips, and everything else like that. And then, I don't know about routing right now. I think, like, I don't really think that there's that many decisions available. But overall, like, 77 for, like, an early is pretty good. Hitboxes, really great idea. Great iconic, recognizable art. Some consistency concerns with the jarring pixel art characters. Some hitbox issues and color clarity issues, not always obvious where the danger is. Overall, though, those are like my big notes. Like, I think it was pretty solid for what it was. You know, it's like it was quick, sweet. You got 62 out of 80 points, so that's pretty good. But yeah, those are the 2 games I have scheduled for today. Appreciate y'all being here. Oops, froze the game. Lindsay, hello and welcome on. Oh, it's over. It is. Yeah, we just finished up. Yeah, we beat it. So yeah, we're actually ending stream right now. Yeah, thank you for stopping by though. The VOD will be available for both games today on Twitch for like the next 45, and then they'll be uploaded to my VOD channel, which is here. And then also this grading sheet that I use with a bunch of notes and everything, you can always, it'll stay up. Every game has a dedicated tab, so you can find your game there. But yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Unfortunately, yeah, that's all I got for the day. So appreciate you being here. We're gonna find a beautiful human being to raid over to if you want to join us for that. And copy over some raid messages. I wonder who Twitch recommends today. Who do we think? It's always weird because it like tries to stay in your category, which makes sense. And it's like, here's somebody who doesn't even stream in your language. I'm like, why is that the top pick? All their stuff is in Japanese. I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. All right. I was just curious what it had. Oh, Rex is live. We haven't raided over there in a long time. Let's see. That's cute. Seeing what everybody's playing. Pumpkin Jack. No idea what that is. Silk Song. Animal Crossing. Have we raided over? I think I'm right. Let me check something real quick. Cloudflare verification. Slowing me down, trying to do cool